Hi guys, Daniel from Writers and again. So today I will want to do a quick walkthrough with you on our ESKP configuration function. So what is ESKP? ESKP essentially stands for Estimate Sales Per Keyword Position. So pretty self-explanatory. What it does is that it will help you to calculate the amount of the estimate amount of sales when your keyword will reach certain position in the ranking, right? We typically do it in four different ranking positions: top one, top three, top five, and top 10, right? So we try to figure out to help you build a financial picture before you start to get into any SEO strategy. What it is that I find over the years of doing my work as SEO agency, a lot of people fall into the trap where they start building this amazing SEO strategy in the beginning with a certain expectation of how much money they will be able to earn by the time they 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 achieve their SEO goal, right? Let's say they have a list of 1,000 keywords, and they think that if they rank for top five or top three, all these keywords, they will be able to make $10,000, $20,000. It does is never it's not necessarily going to be the truth, right? The result when it come out. And usually one SEO campaign will take up to 8 months to execute, right? So you work, you expect so much, you're hoping that in 8 months, whatever you're thinking of earning, it will come into the place, right? It will be turned out into the good picture, and it turned out to not be that way. And so, what we're trying to do is to prevent exactly that, right? We want to make sure you have a very concrete and realistic picture before going to any campaign, knowing that, okay, whether or not the list that you cultivate, uh, the list of keyword which you cultivate are going to make it, right, to really reach the goal you set out to be. So in order to figure out the ESKP configuration, we need a few data that need to be filled in from your end. Why is that? So let me click on ESKP configure. So once you get in here, this is the simple keyword guidance tool. The button will be right here on the third layer, and it's on keyword data list. So right now we're trying to figure the ESKP configuration for this list of total 3,585 keywords, right? Let's just do a whole big keyword list right now, and then we can go into more detail later. So ESKP configuration. As you click on it, the board there's a board will pop out on the right. Right over here, there's the first line of data that we need from you guys, or else you can just use our own data, is Ctr percentage. So Ctr is click through rate. What it means is that we're trying to figure out how much traffic you will get if your keyword will rank in top one or top three or top five or top 10, right? This CTR number is very much vary depending on what industry you are trying to target. If is it in entertainment, is it in real estate, is it in e-commerce, whatever your industry is. There's quite a few research out there in which you could do and find out your own. But after much of our own research, we kind of reserve is this we figure that this is a standard deviation, basically a standard number which you can use. So top one is 31.7%, meaning that if the keyword traffic of 100 search volume, then 31.7 of those will go into the top one position, right? 18.6 of those will go into top three, 9.5 of those will go to top five, and three will go to top 10. So out of 100. So let's say that would be a good example, right? So first, we'll figure out how much traffic you will get if your CTR is this amount, right? Second is your CR, which is conversion rate percentage, meaning that with that much traffic going to your website, how many of those will turn into a conversion, right? So this very much vary than on your own website, right? Whether is your website an e-commerce website, is your website an affiliate website, is your website a blog website, right? Sharing reviews and all that stuff. So very much depend on what type of website you own, and very much depend on what definition are you putting as a conversion, right? Some people will have conversion as a core if you're a service, right? Or if it's a product, that'll be an e-commerce, right? Or if it's the email, whatever your conversion that you count to be, it would be count here as the percentage that turning from your from the traffic that go into your website, right? And this also very much depend on how well did you optimize your website, how well did you optimize your content, how well is do you optimize the UI and UX of the website? Are they user friendly? Are they the CTR is very clear? Did you optimize all of that? And with a more well optimized website, you will fall into a range of 3 to 4 percentage on conversion, for example. But if you are less optimized, maybe it will be 0.5 to 1. You know, some is 0.2, even as low as 0.2. So very much depend on you. So this one, it has to come from you, you know, and in order for you to fill in this. So I'm going to fill in here 2.5% as an average number. And then the average revenue per each conversion, right? So now that you convert, how much money did you actually earn from all those conversions? So you see, this report force you to ask some very difficult question, very much financial questions on your end before you plan anything. Just like any financial plan out there, right? When you plan a budget, you want to know all the cost, all the future projected revenue that you may have. So this essentially is the purpose of the tool, right? It's simple, but it's super powerful, right? So average revenue per conversion. How much are you earning per one conversion? Let's say over here, I put in $20 per one conversion. So if you talk all these garden tools, people go in there, and then any person who make a purchase, you get an average of $20 in return, right? So an average revenue per conversion. Always try to translate them into dollar number. No matter what conversion you define, translate them to dollar number. It will help you tremendously in your planning, and also in this process of managing your own expectation and your team expectation, right? And that the lastly is your expected revenue per month, the amount of money that you expect to get from your SEO campaign. How much are you do you want to earn, right? A lot of people go into doing SEO have typically have a overly optimistic uh, um, expectation of how much they are able to learn. You know, you watch a lot of YouTube videos from many different guys, very successful guys, and you come to conclusion that, okay, you know what, I can earn 25,000, $30,000 a month easily, right? So but usually is never the case. So one of the reasons why we wanted to create this tool is also for that. We want to make sure that before you go into anything, the best way to approach a problem is to look at it faced on with all the realistic number that could possibly get, right? So let's say I expect to earn $10,000 a month. Well, let's say 20,000, right? So right away, as you see, a report will be generated. So total amount of keywords that you try to work on your SEO strategy is 3,585 keywords. The total search volume of all these keywords per month is 2.4 million. Average CPC is $1.4, right? And so over here, this is the four number that's quite important for your planning. The first is, okay, with 3,585 keywords, you expect, if you rank all of them in top one, you will get about 771,000 traffic that go to your website. Incredible, amazing amount of traffic, right? If you and you will get around 19,277 sales, right? You will get an estimate revenue of 385,540, right? And the difference between your goal is $365,000, right? So this is only if you top one all these 3,585 keywords. Of course, this is just an estimation, right? Why is it estimation? Because some of these keywords are actually not applicable for you. So that's why this usually will work well when you already done with your filtering. All right. So I'll show a little bit more on that later. So as you can see here, all these numbers are now showing. But let's say you go to top three. So this number down change. It dropped down, right? No, the estimate revenue is no longer the same. So let's say it's top 10. So now you see this is a different picture. If you can rank all these 3,585 keyword in top 10, you're still gonna make the mark. But it's a lot of work with almost 3,585 keywords, right? So you don't make that much money, even with if you get into top 10 of all these keywords. So that's a very important sort of result you want to focus and look at. So once you're done with this, you want to click apply. Click apply. Over here, it will show you ESKP number on each of the keyword that you're looking for, right? So this is like an ideal base, right? So generally, what I suggest people to do, a would workflow would be you go into, let's say you do some filtering, right? Exclude something, let's say near me or whatever. You can do some golden scoring or own title. Let's say you click on own title, max 10. Right, so now you have all these keyword with own title max 10, so it's 1,400 keyword even. Let's do some more. Let's do search volume mean of 100. Right? I want anything that's more than that, so it's worth my SEO effort. All right, now we have only 273 keywords selected. Let's try to do some financial planning for this 273 keywords. All right, so I'm going to add that to keyword list. Test. That's done. We go on to keyword list here. Now there's a peer. Let's do ESKP config. So same here. Now if you all of these 273 keywords go into top one, how much are you going to make? You are actually going to be able to make about $17,960. That's not bad, right? So now you have quite a decent list of keyword for you to aim for rank top one. But if it's all in top three, the number dropped down to 10,000. If you're all in top five, number dropped down in 5,000, right? Of course, again, this is only estimation. This is only a tool as a reference for you to gain a financial picture. It will never in a real life situation. It will never be this ideal. You will have some keyword in top 10, some keyword top three, some keyword top five, some keyword top one, but it will be impossible because the amount uh, of situation will be unlimited, right? When you do the calculation like that. So the way we chose to do is to kind of set in stone that if all of your chosen keywords are in the top five, top 10, top three, or top one, how much are you going to be able to earn? It's a very simple tool, but extremely powerful. So have fun using, and hopefully this is exactly what you need in terms of your financial and SEO strategy planning. So good luck. See you in next video. Thank you very much.